Welcome to the Uncopyable Women in Sales bonus question episode. This is a short Q&A where I ask each of my guests the same 5 personal questions. It's your chance to learn about each of my guests
what
on a
did
more
you want to
personal
be
level.
when you grew up?
So let's go.
I wanted to be a lawyer.
And so was there some inspiration for that?
No,
You're a
I
Mason?
I wanted to help people. I wanted to help kids. And, I picked a bad major. I wanted to do, children and help children. And it's a pretty sad situation. And so that became not so fun anymore and not really what I wanted to do anymore.
Right. And then, of course, RSC came to you kind of accidentally. So it
Fell
kind
into it and I never
fell
left.
into your lap and changed your trajectory forever. So,
Correct.
what is something that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
I want to write a book, and I haven't done that yet. So this is why you're such an inspiration. I have not done that yet, but I will one day write a book.
Well, I totally think you should do that. And if I can do it, you can do it for sure. What would your book be about, or what will it be about?
I'm not sure. I just have always wanted to be a writer. And, I've always been saying when my world slows down a little, I'm going to write. When the kids are grown, I'm going to write. And I keep getting busier, not less busy. And our kids are grown, but one day I'm going to write a book. I'm not sure what it's going to be about yet.
Well, you've got a lot of choices. You've got, your whole story and career, and the fact that you wanted to be a lawyer to help people and help kids. I'm sure you've got a lot of choices, but I'm going to be cheering for you. If you need any help or guidance on that, you know who to call. Okay. What is something that you like about yourself? I'm sure it's hard to choose from what I know about you, but what's something you like about yourself?
That one's a tough one for me. I guess if I had to say, I like that I'm organized and I like that I care about people. I mean, I really truly care about people. And in a lot of what I have to do on a day-to-day basis, sometimes a lot of the difficult decisions and difficult things become a little bit more difficult because you care about people and it's a business. But I would never want to change that. I always want to keep people's feelings top of mind when running the company and working with people.
Well, I think that served you very well in your career. And I'm really jealous about being organized, because that's probably the one thing I want to change about myself. But speaking of, what is something that you would like to change about yourself if you could?
I would love to be more flexible. Love, love, love to be more flexible. People tease me. My husband teases me that, like he'll sleep in the morning and by the time he gets up, I've done 100 things, because on a Saturday, I can't do what I want to do until I do the things I need to do. And those are my own rules. I have so many rules for myself that I just wish I could be more flexible and not, um, my friends will joke like they're doing laundry. They put them in the washer, then the dryer, and then they'll forget about them. And I'm like, I don't know how you forget about them. Like, I don't ever have clothes in my washer and dryer unless they're in process. And that's crazy. So that would be the one thing I'd love to just wake up and be more relaxed and flexible with myself.
Well, you probably would have more fun, but let me tell you, it's also kind of crazy to have wash that sits in the wash and molds. That's no fun either. So enjoy the fact that you have all those rules that you stick to. So last but not least, let's talk about something fun. What is your favorite vacation spot?
So my favorite spot is Ponte Vedra in Florida.
Okay. And why is that?
It's
I don't know that area. So
it's a beach, and it is, Doug and I started going there a while back on a supplier trip. And then our daughter was in Jacksonville for 6 years. And so we would go back and we would always stay in Ponte Vedra when we went to visit her. And it's just it's my happy place. It's, the hotel we stay in, all the rooms are on the beach and I can just walk out, walk on the beach, rain, rain, sun, whatever. I just like being there. It's really relaxing, and it's where Doug and I try to go at least once a year, if not twice a year. And typically we just do a long weekend. But it's where I can regroup and solve problems. If I get super stressed at work, I'll just go do a weekend there, and walking on the beach, sitting on the beach just makes everything make a little more sense for me and a little more clarity.
That's really wise. In fact, Steve was just telling me I have a presentation to give in a couple of days, and he said, you got to walk away sometime. You can't just keep your nose to the grindstone, 24/7 trying to make this work. You've got to rest your brain. So if you found a happy place that helps you do that, I think that's awesome. So, well, thank you, Rhonda, for participating in our bonus round. I really appreciate it. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this Uncopyable Women in Sales bonus question episode. And by the way, if you haven't heard today's full episode, I highly recommend you do that right now. Thanks again for listening, and always remember, be uncopyable.